Okay. Okay. Am I? Oh, hey. Ooh. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Live? Am I live? Am I live? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Okay. Am I? Oh. Oh yeah. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Right now, actually. Right now. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay. So this is just a layout, as far as I'm concerned. Let me just prepare myself for what's face. Okay.
Is really odd.
Hey. All right. You wanted to talk. Here I am.
Yeah. All right. I saw you were live streaming this. Are you still live or like?
No, 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 no. I stopped streaming. No, no, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you got me.
right. No, it's cool. You can if you want to. I don't really know. Like,
Okay. All right. Well, this
you
is
can if you want to. I don't really
well
care.
this well this will be a private conversation. So, okay, you wanted to
Right.
talk. Here I am. Where did you want to start?
So first, I just like kind of wanted to hear like your side. Like, what's your experience working with cable walkers? Like, that's kind of what I want to hear. Like, what did you experience?
What did I Well, I'd say it's positive for the most part. Like, when I first got to him about Gipple, he was quite, very nice about it. He said, "Oh, I'll get on to it straight away." Before that, I sent him evidence, all the screenshots, images, and all that, what have you. And then, granted, it did take a while for him to, make the video, but I had to be patient about it. And when the time came around, yeah, yeah, he made the video and pretty much explained everything. And when there was a mistake in this video, he went back on it and was like, "Oh, okay." And ever since then, he's been kind of like he's been kind of a best bud to kind of a best bud ever since then. Like
Yeah,
very. So the experience I have with him is very very positive.
I can say I do have my positives with cable walkers as well.
How explain to me.
So I don't remember if Nexus mentioned this to you at all, but like
But okay, go
during
on.
the tech gangster thing, during the tech gangster thing, which, like I said, I admit, to my knowledge, nothing was achieved.
Okay, okay, like.
And
Uh,
Nexus was basically stressing out about the whole thing, and K-Walkers was just there to, like, K-Walkers was there to, like, comfort him, like, be, like, just there for it.
Okay. Can you elaborate further?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm pretty sure Nexus told me, like, he was almost ready to have a fucking, like, panic attack, and K-Walkers was there to, like, calm him down and stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay then. Granted, I'm only getting your side of this. I've yet to hear from K Blockers' side. Uh, so I can't really assume anything. Alright? That's not to
Right.
say I will be playing. I'm not playing on his side. I'm not playing on yours either. Okay? I'm only going off of information that I've been told.
Right, yeah, yeah, that's I guess that's more understandable.
Yeah. Of course. Uh,
So,
so
have have you like ever experienced like kind of experienced anything that I stated?
sorry, repeat that.
Have you like kind of experienced anything that I stated in the videos?
Kind of experience that
Like,
uh, well, I can't really, say on my behalf, but like, uh, come on now. I mean, watching your video and just going off by my first interaction with you, uh, you were very adamant, very. let's say, very straightforward with getting to the bottom of the case. I sent you all
Right.
the images I could. Uh, at the time, I was being very, very patient with you. Like, wait at least 2 whole weeks for you to get any sort of interview, any sort of interaction with Gipple. Uh, and when those 2 weeks were done, were all said and done, you quit out of the blue, and uh, for reasons I didn't know. Yeah, now we're kind of here today because you couldn't
Right.
be you couldn't be bothered, and I was only left with K blockers to deal with the situation. So yeah, safe to say, like I had a very neutral position on you at that time, and now that I'm really starting to open up, yeah, now it's not all that positive.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me ask you this: is there any reason you had to make a half to make the second video half an hour long? Like,
You want me to be honest? I
like
didn't know the video was about to be that long, dude.
it
I
was
don't
only it
like.
was only 29 minutes long. That's that's at least 5 minutes longer than you than your first video. Like, genuinely.
Right. I guess also because like during while watching your video, I had to like kind of explain my side a little bit more because like maybe I just didn't think like maybe if I explained it a little more, then like maybe you kind of understand where I'm coming from a little bit.
I would, but watching the video and looking back on it, it was a whole pile of nothing. Like, all right, what did you accuse? Being power hungry, lack of evidence. What's the other word I'm looking for?
Rushing.
Yeah, dragging, whatever the fuck. You said all that without any evidence of any evidence yourself. Oh, I think I know the reason why. Oh, because you left K Blockers server at the time, so you couldn't get any screenshots.
So what? Name every operation you've been on with K blockers. Like name every Pred hunt or Pred catch you've been on with K blockers.
Well, there was Seb, that's one.
Right.
Can you can you can you at least tell me what you did in every predator catching case that you've been involved with K Blockers?
With K blockers,
Yeah. What did you contribute? What what was your role?
so
To, tell me.
so I only did two with K blockers as of right now.
Two.
The one where we confronted Anomaly.
Okay.
What what did I contribute there?
Yeah, what did you contribute? I'm asking you.
I I was the first to basically go to Anomaly and just like start the entire conversation.
Right.
And yeah. So didn't you say you had like a criticism about that video? Like, I want to hear what that is, and I want to like kind of explain.
What did you say? Credits?
You had like a criticism about that video. Like I want to hear your side. I
Criticism.
want yeah
Which video are you talking about?
the anomaly one where I confronted where me K
Ah,
blockers and next confronted anomaly.
yes. Now, to be fair, you didn't have a plan. Keyword, you didn't have a plan. The K blockers had one. And from what I could tell, alright, K blockers was handling it very, formally, very professionally. Alright, once again, an interview with Anomaly, despite how horrible Anomaly may be. And you are going around screaming like screeching like an autist, going, he's a bread! Anomaly's a bread! Anomaly's a bread! Like, okay, granted, you didn't have a plan. You had no plan going into it, but K Blockers did. And as far as I know, You handled it. You handled it very poorly.
Hmm.
From my POV, okay?
I can vividly, actually, I do have something to say about that because I can vividly remember K Walkers never mentioned anything about having a plan.
Go on, please.
Like like before, like he said, "Yo, you want to go see Anomaly?" And he's in this world right here.
Huh.
Like, do you want to go see him and like go confront him or whatever? That's literally basically what he told me, and he never gave me a plan to go off of.
Never gave you a plan. Really?
Yes.
Never?
Yes. Did K-Walkers tell you something otherwise? Because I remember that's what happened.
I'm sure he would have told me otherwise, but I don't think he wouldn't just not give you a plan. Like, I'm sure there was something in there that he told you and you just forgot it. Now, again, this is just me talking about it from a neutral standpoint. I am not taking either side here, okay?
Right.
I'm sure he would have told you something, at least something. Maybe at least communicated it to you. Whether that's your VC, maybe text. You never know. So
I'm telling you how it is.
you're
I'm telling
sure
you how it is.
you're
Actually, this
you're
is right. Sorry,
you're
what?
sure and you're sure he didn't tell you and didn't tell you a plan. He didn't elaborate.
Positive.
Okay,
Positive.
okay, okay then.
Like I vividly remember, and this actually happened like directly right before the Tech Gangster one too. The
Okay,
Anomaly one was like an hour before the Tech Gangster one,
okay,
and I vividly remember he took us to the Has-Been Hotel World. Said, "Yo, Anomaly's in here. You want to go like confront him or something?" And didn't even give me a plan to go off of. I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? We can just do this while we wait for Tech Gangster to respond."
okay. And that's just
So
what you
what.
that's just what you think, right?
No, no, that's. I'm telling you how it is. That's literally what went down.
It's literally what went down. Okay. Okay then.
Like if I was mentioned a plan, then I would have stuck to that plan.
You, you would have. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay. Next topic. Is there anything you want to talk about?
right. So the rushing thing, I kind of wanted to talk about that first because like maybe if we talked about it in person, then maybe you get a better understanding because maybe I can explain it a little better, just not on video, like you know.
Okay.
Right. So when I was working with cable offers, like like I was like a week and a half of trying to get stuff from Temple, right? And you tell me
Yes.
that K-Blockers is
Yes.
starting to get a little impatient.
Yes. Okay.
Now, at first, I was like, I mean, maybe it's, I mean, maybe he'll understand, like,
From my
but
perspective, yeah. From my perspective, though, you were completely radio silent until you said, "Oh, I quit." All right. That's just what from what I know. That's just what I was experiencing. Like genuinely, like I gave you the evidence. You were gonna set up an interview, and then you dipped straight after. Didn't tell anyone why or how or what you were doing. You could have just said, "Oh well, I was dealing with this other. Can we like schedule this to this day or that day?" You could have said something along those lines at least, since you were since apparently you were balancing two cases at once. From what I'm hearing,
yeah.
so you could have
Eh,
just you could have scheduled it. You could have just held off on it. Maybe just scheduled the Gipple interview or whatever you were gonna do for another time, and focus on a different case. You could have said something, but you just said
Also, wait, hold on. When did
yes.
I wanna hear this too? When did I promise Gipple interview. I said I was gonna confront him if I got the chance to.
Yes, you did. But you never followed up on that, did
you? Yeah. Also, kind of because I stated this in the videos.
Oh no.
Gipple seemed to have no interest in talking to me.
Yeah. That's just how, but that's just Gipple, okay? I've known the guy for at least 2 years. Alright, he doesn't, I will tell you the reason why, okay? He doesn't immediately trust someone who just randomly friends him out of the blue, okay?
Right.
I'm telling you how it is. So obviously, of course, he was gonna be suspicious and just not talk to you like at all.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
That's not that's not me bullshitting too. That's just I'm telling you from experience.
Yeah, because you said you were friends with Gipple for like 2 years, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Is there like, and I think I remember you mentioning like there's something that kind of like made him that way, right?
Um I mean maybe. But I'm gonna but to keep this in mind, like you said the texts were satirical. You said from your own mouth that the texts were satirical.
I didn't say they
I
were. What I said
didn't.
was
You were
you provided me with the evidence that you did provide me. It was very little to go off of, and
okay.
it didn't seem all that serious. Like that could have been anything, really.
Oh,
Like I
really?
try to look
Could have
deep
been
into it.
anything. All right, here's the Google Drive then, please. I
I was
I
already
insist
given the Google Drive.
I insist for you to look. Okay. Well, come on now. I know these aren't in order, but like seriously, with the many sexual
Oh,
jokes that he's made towards a 15 and 16-year-old, you wouldn't think, you wouldn't even at least suspect it to be a little bit sketchy. You didn't suspect a single thing.
I did say he could be a predator,
He
and some
could,
of the things
no, he
did seem like
not
it.
could, not could, Witching. He is pretty much a predator. The shit that he was pulling, alright? His closest friend is 15. He met him on VR chat when he was only like 13, and he was like what? I want to say 18 around the time.
Okay. The first three screenshots I'm sent here. That just seems like a normal text conversation.
I mean, sure,
The fourth one, let's see,
if you don't have the thinking,
because
if you don't have the thinking capacity, but sure, go on.
so I wasn't given these screenshots before I left. This is all new to me.
I know. You wanted me to. Wait, what was it you said beforehand? You couldn't get a look at the Google Drive, so I had to like send some of the most damning screenshots for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just so we're on the topic, do you not remember that he had a sleepover with a 15-year-old? That is not. That is not. That's not some bullshit that's being made up on the spot. He hung. He slept over with a 15-year-old. That's not from Slimer. That's not from me saying it. All right. The victim, and Wes himself pretty much confirms it. Actually, I don't know if Wes ever confirms it, but you get the point.
Right. Who's who's Hosky?
Oh, Hozeki.
Yeah.
That would be that would be Slimer.
Oh.
Yes.
So I'm on the Slimer texting right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So one letter of one letter of off of being racist. So that's also Giggers, another adult who we know about apparently. I'm just saying. If you
I'm
just
trying to find where Jipple's talking. I'm trying to find the ones where Jipple's talking.
yeah, can you not find them? Seriously.
No, I'm hovering over one right now. It's the one with the
Yep.
cat gif
Oh, that's
and let me
oh, that's
scroll.
his. To clarify, that's his dad. That's his dad. Yes, I'm not.
Uh,
That's not a joke. Kaiser, Kaiser Sales Clive, a former close friend of Gipple. Uh,
oh wait, are you still there? Okay, he
yes.
kind of cut out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Kind of cut out.
And if you're wondering who Kaiser Joseph Clive is, that's a former close friend of Gipple.
Okay.
You're looking at the screenshot so far, correct?
Yeah, hold on.
Do you still want to argue
No,
that
hold on.
these are
I'm
all
still
jokes?
reading over it. I'm
Okay.
still reading over it. Finn, you said you were gonna do some Marvel rivals with him, and Magic I will play later. Just don't BS me, LMAO. My guy wants to RP with. My guy wants to RP. Fuck, I can't read, but my guy wants me to RP with him in a furry game. Okay. So that's where I'm at right now in the reading. Who's the courier again?
That would be me.
Uh, okay.
So we also have an audio file. This was a little more recent, somewhat. It's all the way. Well, it's all the way at the bottom, and we can't really make it out. But that is the 15-year-old I was talking about.
Now you see, like, look, if I was provided all of this during whenever it was first going down, now I can kind of see where you're coming from because, like, that's not what I was provided whenever I first got into it.
Well, granted, I can only send so much when it comes to like Instagram and shit. Like, there's a certain limit, okay.
Right.
But I thought at the time I sent you enough evidence as is. But now you're playing it off as if, oh well, must be some satire or something like that.
Right. So, like I said,
Are
if
you,
I was
yeah,
provided that whole doc before, then
are you still willing to argue that
no,
most of
because like
that okay, no, good.
not about the West thing. No, it's not. Just that, now I can kind of see where you come from.
Now, thankful. Say, what what about Nexus? Why did he suddenly just go off? Alright, while we were in that GC, why did he just suddenly just went off and decide to just tell us to just off ourselves and inhale toxic fumes? Like, where's where's the defense in that?
Okay.
That was just out
So
of left field.
to be fair, y'all were kind of being assholes too.
How? How?
The f- do you mean how, bro?
How?
Did you
How are
not
we?
hear yourself in the
How?
last conversation?
Can you ever hear yourself for a change? Like, genuinely, all you were doing was just spouting bullshit.
Was I? Now look, because
Yes,
you mentioned in
yes.
my videos I provide no evidence. You don't either.
I I've provided evidence, alright? We were talking from our side. So I don't think you have any room to talk about me not providing any evidence.
Now look, if you actually
If
were listening,
if
I
you
say,
look, no. If you look for a change, okay? Do not say you didn't provide anything. Okay, you showed one screenshot in that entire video. One in that first entire video. Actually, you sent it twice, if we're being clear. We're being very specific.
but do I not say like that first video? The whole conversation between me and K-Blocker is in the description, where he admits to everything.
Where is it then? Where is that evidence?
Oh my fucking god, did I not
Where
just say it
is
was in the
where
description?
where is the proof in that? Because as far as I know, it didn't come off that way. It did not come off that way. So do not bullshit me on that.
Sir, I am not bullshitting you here.
As far
I
as
am telling you what I know here.
you are telling me what you know,
Yeah. So look,
and you're
let
sure
me
of
tell you
that.
something. Can I continue from the rush instead of getting sidetracked here? Because I still have yet to continue
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
All I've given you is the West thing. Okay.
Yes.
Another thing about the rush shit is
No rushing. Yeah. Go on.
whenever Anime Cat Theory had returned, I wasn't gonna get K-blockers involved or anything because not only because Rage Bait, to my knowledge, did not work on Anime Cat Theory, and I would know that from personal experience, but also because he had Anomalies return at the time.
Oh, really? Well, I was in a GC some time ago with Slimer, K-Blockers, Anime Cat Theory, and I'm sure there was someone else in there that I forgot about, or maybe not. Maybe I could be misremembering that. But I know for a fact that, yeah, she said some out-of-pocket shit, and the only way that we could, like, really beat her in any sort of sense was rage baiting her. Because she was quite adamant on being very honest and open about, being a
Yeah,
fucking an open
she's a,
pedophile. Like,
she's a diabolical individual.
so yeah, rage baiting actually works on her. All right, if you use it against her, because she loves to do it herself.
Now, whatever you call rage baiting, I mean hey, that's whatever.
I don't, whatever the fuck you
All
mean
I'm
by
saying,
that, but okay.
all I'm saying is K-blockers could do some better rage baiting. I'm not trying to criticize anything, but he could just do better at it.
Okay.
But back on topic, I wasn't going to involve K-blockers, let alone anyone else who had gotten involved.
Okay.
Which includes you, what was it, Slimer, and
Obviously not me, because this was around the time where I wasn't properly involved, right?
right. Well, it did just seem that K-blockers was doing most of the heavy lifting there, so yeah.
Heavy lifting. Well, he barely, from what I'm to my knowledge, he said, okay, he outright said he barely spoke in that GC. I'm just remembering that now too. Like, that's not me. It's not me lying or anything, right? Even if you think so. No, that's
Now look, here's where it gets good, right?
go
So
on.
during that whole thing, I tried to explain that I tried everything I could with Anime Cat Theory to try to. Well,
Yes.
she admitted to
Okay.
everything. Like during my confrontation, I tried to get her to try to open up more about it.
Right.
And through that whole thing, I realized there was people in the background rage baiting that entire fucking thing, and that didn't work on her. Nothing seemed to work on it. And then she just kept returning, and she wouldn't stop.
Okay.
She still to this day has not stopped.
Well, obviously.
Now look,
K blockers
Because I
completely stopped talking altogether because she sent vids of her own dildos, and that's not a joke. It's not a line or anything. That's genuinely.
no, yeah, no, I know. I got those videos too. Now look, like I was saying, throughout that whole thing, it just seemed that K blockers just wanted to get it done as soon as possible and didn't even want to try to grab anything before at least confronting her.
Okay.
So that kind of goes in with rushing and lack of evidence.
All right.
Also, have you not noticed that, like, in a lot of the cases, K blockers before posting a singular video just grabs like one piece of evidence, maybe like 2 or 3 for each video,
2 or 3 for each video, you say?
and it kind of also just goes in with dragging. Like,
You're right. Well, let's see here. If I went on to one of his videos, let's
My
say,
name's KBlockers27. If you don't know Glass, search him up. You know, you're gonna find him
shit.
somewhere.
Hold on. Audio just overlaps my PC. It's okay. It's okay though. So if I went now, as I was saying, if I went on to one of his videos, let's say Gipple, for example.
My name.
He finds the video. VR chat predator. Yeah, has sleepover with a minor. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go to this video, for example. Alright, you do say 2 or 3. He only said 2 or 3 images, right? Let's see. That's one. That's one for a start. That's like at the start of the video. 1 minute. Don't believe me? Go search it for yourself. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 13, 15, 16, 17, 8, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wait, that's okay. That one doesn't count. 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, 25. At least 25 pieces of evidence on that one video of Gipple alone. So I don't know where you're getting this whole, oh, he only sends 1 or 2 images, only puts up 1 or 2 images on the video as a whole. Don't believe me? You can look at the video for yourself. I'll send it to you right here and now. You can
no,
rewatch
I scrolled through that video.
you
That
scroll
was
you scroll through that video. Okay, so you're telling me you didn't even bother to watch the video?
did you? Because it seemed like you
Yes,
just did the same thing I did there.
there's 25 images in that video alone, and and you're saying he only uses 1 or 2 images when it comes to catchy predators. Really?
Now look, this is before making any video. Like, it's not just the lack of evidence; it's that he also doesn't like to look over evidence much. Now, I'm not like I said, that Jimple thing on second glance. Yeah, you're right there. But did you know that you know Kauda, right?
Right.
You know who he is, right?
Who's he again?
Kauda, Corey XKSD.
No, I have no fucking idea who that is. Actually,
Okay, Kauda, a good friend of mine,
yeah, whatever.
and kind of K Walkers too. Um, K Walkers sent Kauda an image of evidence that even looked fake, kind of like outing a YouTuber, and it was clearly fake evidence.
Right.
And K Walkers didn't even think to double check that it was fake before telling Kauda about it.
Okay. Sure of that. You're very sure of that.
What the fuck do you mean? I'm sure of that. He
Yes,
fucking told me about it.
I'm just making sure if you're sure of that. Like you're genuinely positive about that information.
Fucking yeah, dude. I'm positive about it.
Okay.
Now look, there was a few other instances too. Like on the anime cat theory, the recent one I just mentioned.
Go on.
Before even going into it, I sent the I sent him the videos that I was sent, and I don't even think I told him the context of it.
Right.
And he just went on.
Okay.
Nope. You can go on.
No, go on. Go on. I thought you weren't done.
No, I kind of yeah. I was done there.
Okay. And you're very positive about this information.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure.
Otherwise, if I wasn't positive, then I wouldn't have been stating it.
All right. Okay, what's the next thing you wanted to talk about? Already
So,
said no. Go on. Go on.
working with Preds. That's another thing I want to go
Working
with.
with Preds. Okay, I think I can actually speak on this one. Now,
I want to hear this. I want to hear your side here.
yeah, okay. So, from my perspective, we weren't working with someone like Blake, okay? Keep that in mind, we weren't working with him. He was more so passing information on us, passing information onto us, alright? About Seb, okay? Basically, he was only kind of a dealer, okay? He was just passing on information to us about the whole Seb case at the time, and nothing else. Like yeah, we were chill with him, but we weren't good friends with him. I never even had him friended. Same with KB. If you don't believe, don't believe so. Go ask him. Ask him about it. Like,
Okay.
so you're getting a mixed up, okay, with being kind of working with Preds with you know kind of we're just only passing on information when we were never working with him. All right, we never were. Simple as.
So let me explain this to you. Okay.
Okay.
You say you weren't working with him, yet you
We
describe
weren't.
what working with him is.
He was only passing information onto us. We never added him. We never spoke directly with him about all right? We had like a very small talk, okay? But we never were working with him, okay? We had to God. And Slimer was the only one Blake added. So, you could have had it. You could have had at least checked it through mutual friends. Okay, that is a feature on Discord. You could have checked. What
And
you didn't.
like I said, like after this call right here, I just don't want to go any further into this. I'm trying to be done with this. Go back to my normal life, you know.
Okay. So, do you want to wrap this up quick? Like,
there's still like, so who initially came up with the idea to work with Blake? Because K-Blockers told me it was
to
you.
work, not work with. To be honest, okay, we weren't working with him. He was only the information dealer. Okay, he was only passing. Was only helpful in regards to Seb. There's
Okay.
no such thing as working with him. Okay?
Because the way I see it, you say you were working with him, but then you describe what working with him is. That's you were
No,
working.
we were. only passing information on to us. We never worked with him directly. Okay?
And it doesn't have to be directly. Even just getting information from the guys is even working with him.
Getting
And also,
information.
you didn't think to tell Nexus either. That's crazy because that's Nexus's ex.
X. Yeah, I never knew he was Nexus's ex. So that's
And I even mentioned it. Nexus even mentioned it during the Blake court case.
okay.
It's kind of another thing. You don't really seem to listen on to anything because
Yeah, I do actually, unlike you. You never even listened to my first video. You never even bothered to even pay attention. Because
I paid attention.
I
I paid attention.
don't think you did. I don't think you ever did.
Do you want to know what that whole video that you made consisted of?
Go on, tell me.
Roasting my channel.
No, not
I
just
watch Has Been
roasting your
Hotel.
channel.
Roasting my channel. I watch Has Been Hotel, and I'm lying. Those were literally your 3 points.
That was a part of the video, but it wasn't the main thing. Alright? We listened. We listened to your shit about blackmailing, being power hungry, desperate for views, fucking rushing cases. Alright? We broke those down to bits. Alright? We broke those down, but you didn't even bother. Because all you heard was Alvin and the Chipmunks or some shit.
Yeah, you want to know how you broke it down? You broke it down by deflecting it onto me and then roasting my channel with shit roast afterwards.
Not deflecting, not listening.
Wow.
You are not thinking. Not thinking. Fine. Trying to tell you how it is. Alright? It's not deflecting. Alright?
See, you may think, just from your point of view, because you're the one who made the video.
Yeah, you may think. You may also think it was deflecting or deflecting.
Because that's quite literally what it was, dude.
No, it was quite literally not. You were clearly not paying attention at all. If you use half of your brain, alright? Or whatever's left of your brain, you would have known that it was not deflecting. Alright? We heard your points, talked about it. We said it like how it is. Said it like it is. But you completely ignored it. You just went la 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 la.
I couldn't understand your points. I couldn't understand your points because the whole video was fucking sped up. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, your video, okay, the original video was like an hour long, and I didn't want it to make it at least an hour long, so I had to cut it down to 29 minutes at least. And then you went ahead and created a whole fucking movie, a full-length movie, just sitting on your ass, watching the video on your flat screen TV with zero editing. No editing whatsoever. Because apparently it was unnecessary.
Okay.
Alright, because
you said... I like how you say I do all these things, but yet you did the same thing in your video.
No, absolutely not.
You deny it.
It was I at least cut it down into parts. I at least had cuts. There were cuts. There was at least an image. At least one singular image in the whole entire video. At the very least. You showed fuck all. It was just a Fortnite gameplay on your phone. While chatting shit about us. That was it. That was literally it.
So, like I said, because it's your video, you're probably gonna end up denying it. And
yeah, no, I'm not denying. I'm not denying anything. All right, you got everything completely wrong. You said a lot of shit and never provided any evidence. Okay, you said you only showed at least one unrelated screenshot at least twice. All right. Of course, of course, you're gonna say, "Oh, it's on a separate video." Yeah, well, that's clearly not enough. Like, clearly, it's not enough. Well, were you just too lazy to just add the images yourself in the main video? Like, was it that hard? Like, you just had to make it into a separate video.
So, that separate video, if you paid attention at all to what I said, is K-blockers admitting to all the stuff that I've been said.
Admitting to what? What exactly?
Every fucking point that I had.
Every fucking point. Okay. Well, clearly, that doesn't seem to be the case, like, at all.
Like, and I guess K-blockers just didn't want to admit it with you guys, but he did with me.
Well, we wanted to
Like,
end it. We wanted to end it too, but you had to make 2 videos, a whole fucking 2 nothing burger videos.
you did not want to end it. In fact, you
Yeah,
were the
I
one who
did
kept
not.
dragging.
I did not drag anything. Jesus fucking Christ! Stop saying that word when you're doing it yourself.
Sounds like you, bro. What the fuck do you mean?
Sounds like you. Sounds like fucking you instead. Like,
deflecting. There you
stop.
go.
There we go. Deflecting too. Like,
Oh my fucking god.
you are so fucking predictable. Like, you say I'm dragging when you're doing it yourself. You are a fucking hypocrite. True and true.
Dog.
Every sense of the word.
Okay. So I'm dragging, right?
Yes.
But yes, after I posted that video and made it and said I don't want to drag this any further, you invite me to a motherfucking group chat where it's just you, K-blockers, and
Yeah, it
Slimer
was the
being a
wrong
dick the whole
group chat.
time.
It was the wrong group chat. Yeah, of course. I wanted to add you back to the friendly talk group chat.
Oh,
Oh, I guess he's gone.
we're gonna have to cut this short. I'll talk to you later, man. All right.
Okay, well, all right. See you later then.
See ya.
Well, that was an actual train wreck. Just, I guess that's it. You know, bro, he is actually so. God, that man is actually so fucking hard to talk to. I guess he just can't admit. He just can't admit that he's a little narcissist. Can't admit just can't admit he's wrong. Like, he's so full of shit, man. Guess that's whatever though, you know. People don't tend to change. So you know, it's to be expected. Oh my god. That was a hard one, I'm not gonna lie, but no, it could have been far worse anyway. He wants to end it, sure, okay, I'll stop talking about him. As long as he, you know, doesn't talk about me. Alright, we'll leave it at that, okay? Because clearly we're getting nowhere. Right? Hopefully that video is the last video I have to make on him. But we'll see. We will see. Alright? Because he's always... You never know what's up with that guy. Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming now. This has been complete whole waste of my time. Okay. I guess I'll talk to you. I'll talk to y'all later.